Okay, so let's check the profile visitor module. We have to click on this tab, browser module, which will allow us to log in manually to our LinkedIn account. So we need to log in. Once we are in, we can click these gray buttons, which will take us to the, for example, go to search people. We'll go and automatically graph these people tag, and you can manually here search for, let's say, no, real estate already, developer, Angular, JS. So now we just have to click the blue buttons to scrape profile IDs here. In this case, if we search for groups, we click scrape groups IDs, and we will get all the groups IDs. For instance, if we are inside a group and we want to grab all the UIDs inside the group, we just click here and we will get all the profile UIDs here counting. Let's go and click here, and this is what it's the counter for the UIDs. If you want to see in real time the UIDs, it's currently scraping and grabbing. Here you can see them. So we just need to give in time. We added green buttons. These green buttons are for pushing the information, the data, into the database. The database is this one here. When you open the LinkedIn Marketer Pro, it will automatically create this database.sql file. This will store all the information we can push with green buttons. For instance, here, well, we're gonna store also the messages we're sending, and obviously we are gonna get all the messages we have sent a long time. In the leads deck tab, we have this button here, which it's currently working only for the profiles, but in the version 2.4 we will get the companies, groups, and education all pushing the information to the database. So remember, the green buttons means that the database is involved. So let's go back. Once we get all the UIDs we're planning to do, we have to push it here, add script profiles to the database. Once we do that, we will get 0 here because it cleared the list and it is now in the database. So now if we want to start visiting profiles, we just need to do this. Just type the number of profiles you want to visit. Let's do here 10 for demonstration purposes. Right now we have 98 UIDs inside the database, because I previously saved some UIDs. Once I start visiting profiles, you will get a new browser opened, and it will start visiting all the profiles in the queue. So right now I have 187 UIDs inside the database. These UIDs are marked as unvisited UIDs. Once you visited them, it will delete from the table of unvisited UIDs and add them to the table of visited UIDs, which will include the first name, the title, where they're from, and different other variables that we can watch here. This is the data that it's gonna grab for once we visit the profiles, and it's gonna store it in the database too, so we can check all the history of all the profiles we have visited a long time. Also, we have worked on another module which will allow us to filter, do a specific search for all patterns of data. Right now we don't have any data. We need to get some data from here. So I'm gonna pause and once this visitor is finished visiting profiles, right now we have 2 profiles visited. Once it is finished, the algorithm will push all this table, will clear this table, and it will push it into the database automatically after we finish this process of visiting all these 100 profiles. And then you can click here to watch all the history of the profiles you have visited before. So I'm gonna pause this and come back in a few minutes. Well, right now, at first I did 10 profiles and it finished grabbing all the 10 profiles. Right now I put 90 profiles and I just started visiting profiles. I was telling before another documentary and other video tutorials about this tool. Is a white hat tool because it has random times hard-coded into the system. For instance, in this profile visitor, it has a minimum waiting time for 25 seconds and a maximum waiting time of 120 seconds. This means it's gonna grab a random number between 25 and 120. It could be 75, it could be 60, etc. So with this method, we are making sure that your profile is not going to get limited because it respects the terms of service of LinkedIn. So you can use your account without a doubt. Well, just don't put here 100, 1,000 profiles and visit all of them in one day. You should do about 150 and 200 profiles per day. It's just something that it's believable by LinkedIn team, which have many technology and logs with this. So they are daily working on avoiding all the spam software and everything. So this is why we think this is a white hat software, because it doesn't have any account creator, it doesn't have any massive tools, and our lead grabber is using Google to grab all the URLs, and anonymously we are grabbing all those URLs and making requests to get all the information. So technically we are not using our account to get all the information for all the lead grabbing. Right now, since we started with 10 profiles and it stopped and I just did again 90 profiles, we're gonna watch here in this database all the profiles that we have already visited. It has this unique UID. So it's all the profiles we have already visited. Right now we have 7 profiles visited. It's not in the database, so if we click here, we're gonna watch them. When the visitor stops, it's gonna automatically put all this table into the database on this table. So this way, in future versions, we're gonna make a comparison between what we are currently before visiting the profile, letting us know that we already visited that profile because we have here the UID. So it's gonna be a good feature for all those lions that want to make appearance in different profiles to appear as you visited their profiles. So if you have any questions, do not doubt to come into here, marketingmall.net, and click questions. Just try, and when you ask a question, to select specifically the category for LinkedIn Marketer Pro here, category LinkedIn Marketer Pro. So we are gonna take at least less than 24 hours, or just send us an email and we're gonna answer back right as up.